Hey everyone, it's Anna. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to come on and share this really cute card that I got from a viewer named Kathy. So Kathy, thank you so much for this adorable card. I love this cute little girl image. I think this might be from Lily of the Valley, maybe? She's out in her garden tending to her vegetables. There's a really cute pair of garden gloves that she's die cut and added here as well. I think those are really cute, and I love the paper that you die cut them out of. It's like a little teeny tiny floral print. And then she's added some Wink of Stella probably to make those sparkly, and the little girl's hair bows are sparkly as well. So really cute. Great layering here as well. I love the scalloped edge. And then on the inside, she left me a really sweet note, and I wanted to share that die cut with you as well from the garden. Super cute. And she says that she grows her garden in various livestock troughs and wine barrels, and it keeps them well stocked in vegetables for the summer. And Kathy, I don't know if you have ever seen my blog, but I used to garden in livestock troughs as well. We had some old livestock troughs that no longer held water. They were very rusty on the bottom, and I filled those up and planted all kinds of things in them, and they kept us, just like you, full of zucchini and radishes and tomatoes all summer long. So they are a great thing to grow in. In fact, I have two here at the farm that I got to plant in, but much to my surprise, they still hold water. So I can't bring myself to put holes in them just yet. So one of them is set out for water for the deer. So I also wanted to come on and share the hashtag inspiration for the month of August, and we are going to do something a little different. Normally I do like a color or something like that. We are going to fall into August. So I thought we would do something a little more seasonal, and fall into August is going to be our hashtags for the inspiration this month. So I wanted to share some cards with you just to give you some examples, and these are all cards that I've made in the past that I've had in my stash. This is one of my absolute favorites. It's stamped in a brown ink on a craft paper and colored with alcohol markers, and a little bit of colored pencil there as well, or white gel pen probably. And this image was from a friend of mine when she was illustrating for Cornish Heritage Farms, but this image is now available from Inky Antics. So check out their website and you'll be able to find this beautiful image there from Inky Antics. So love that card. I don't think I have anything on the inside. Most of the time when I make cards and keep them in my stash for ages, I don't put anything on the inside just because I don't know who I'm going to send them to yet. So here's a card I made using some old retired dies from Impression Obsession. And this was a cute little coffee mug that they had available, and an adorable little pumpkin. And then they had this heart border die as well. One of my favorites, and I love this speckled cardstock. I've been trying to find this rustic cardstock lately, and I just can't find anything like this. This is like a confetti cardstock, so you see the base color is green, but it has like little speckles of different colored cardstock in it. So there's a red and a yellow. There's some gray or blue. So I just have not been able to find this, and I purchased this, I don't know, probably 20 years ago. So here's a card I made with die cuts from Impression Obsession. This is the birch tree, and then I used some leaves from one of my birch tree frame dies. And then this little die cut here says give thanks, and these are from Impression Obsession. And I made this like a peekaboo card, so when you open it up, actually you can see the trees on the inside, and the hole cut through the center of the card. So I'll have to get creative and think about how I'm going to message on the inside here. I don't want anything showing through the hole there. Maybe I write on the back side. So we'll see. Here's a die or a card I made with my dies from Impression Obsession. This is the bear, and this is the birch rectangle frame. So you can see the leaves that I used here are similar. And so this one I just chose to do in natural colors. I also used a star background, a cover, a card die, I think it is, from Impression Obsession, and a little bit of script here in the background as well, just for a little extra interest. And then I gave this a really good spritz of gold glitter dust. So really love this bear die cut. There's also a moose as well. And then here's a card I made with some leaf die cuts from Impression Obsession. They're all various different shapes of leaves with beautiful veining details. And then on the background here, this is an inexpensive watercolor paper. I wish this was still available. This was watercolor paper that was in the kids section at Target. Last time I was there, I didn't see the same paper there, but this was just a really fun, really soft watercolor paper to use, and as you can see, it worked really well with the inking and watercolor technique. And you know, just for being kids watercolor paper, it's really horrible for using for watercolor, but with this light inking technique, I thought it looked really beautiful. And then of course all those beautiful die cut leaves. This stamp I used in the background is called Score, I think. It's an Impression Obsession cover a card stamp. Here's another one with leaves from Impression Obsession. I'm not sure these ones are available any longer, these leaves here, or this circle die cut, but cute little coffee cup. And then I just die cut this. I'm not sure this was an Impression Obsession die. I don't recall actually. I'm thinking it was, but it's hard to say. I have several coffee cup dies. So just tucked it amongst some leaves there. Cute little olive green button on that too. This I know was using die cuts from Impression Obsession. They used to have some feathers. So there were 2 feathers, and this is a little pine bough that you could die cut. So I just added it in there like it was another extra little feather detail, and used a brown striped button with some of my favorite hemp cord on there. So really easy. This die I know is no longer available from Impression Obsession, but it was the moon, the owl in the forest with the moon, and I really loved this die. Actually, you might want to check; it might be on clearance. So check the website in the clearance department to see if this die is still available. I think it's really beautiful, and it's so easy to use. You die cut it a couple of times and then inlay those separate pieces then back into the die cut. So here you can see I die cut it out of text paper, and then I also die cut it out of this beautiful mustard yellow, and then I inlaid those mustard yellow pieces into the text paper. So it's completely flat when you look at it from the side. You can't actually feel any raised edges except for the moon. I did raise the moon up on one layer. So really easy card to make. And the last card I have to share with you for the fall into August hashtag to get you started is this coffee mug or cocoa mug set aside with some spooky spider web here from Impression Obsession, and also some pumpkins. Oh, you can see how I didn't tack it down well enough. We'll get that right back in there. But there's also some pumpkins and some whipped cream on the top of that. And what I did is I die cut that whipped cream out of foam, so it actually looks creamy. So, and it has a little bit of texture, of course. And then I used a scalloped circle and a regular circle there behind the little scene. And then using some of my other favorite cord, this is twine from May Arts, and really pretty little black button there. So hope those are inspiring for you. I can't wait to see the projects that you create to fall into August. I do know there are a few people or a few posts on Instagram already using this hashtag, but not to worry. There's not so many that it would be overwhelming if we added on to it. So I am looking forward to seeing your fall into August projects. So thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.